Today I'm going to show you how to build a hive body stand for your beehives. The idea behind building a hive body stand is that you can put some cinder blocks underneath it, stack the beehive on top of the stand, and it'll keep it about 6 to 8 inches off the ground so it's not on the ground. Or some people like to use a pallet, that way it's not just 4 inches off the ground. It gives you a little bit smaller profile for your beehive. So what you'll need is you'll need a tape measure, about 8 screws, about an 1/8 inch drill bit, a drill, and one 2x4, either treated or non-treated. So let's get to building it. The first thing I did was take a 12-foot 2x4 and I cut it into 1, 2 4-foot lengths, and then 2 18-inch lengths. And I kind of set it up how it's going to look for the hive stand. The first thing you're going to do is take one of the outside ones and measure 7.5 inches on both sides. Once you have that, we'll just score a line across it here just for making it easier. What you're going to do is take this board and you're going to line up this other 2x4 where the edge of the line is on this outer edge of the 2x4. Then this is an 1/8 inch drill bit. I'm just going to use it to pilot drill a hole so the screws don't crack the wood. It'll go about 1.5 inches into the wood. So what you're just going to kind of do is try to put the drill bit in the center of this 2x4 and just kind of get it about 1/2 inch down. And then you'll go down another inch. So you can see they're evenly spaced here. And what I like to do is do one side at a time. That way I can hopefully line up the screws a little bit better. And these are just treated deck wood screws. And they're about 2.5 inches. Oops. Let me just drive them into their flat. Then what you do is the other side, you'll grab your line and do the same thing. Again, where your 7.5 inch line is, it's right here on the edge of this. Now I used treated 2x4 here. You could use a regular 2x4. I chose the treated 2x4 so that way it would last a little longer. Probably should use a clamp for this, but it's easier just to do it like this real quick. Just making sure I'm still lined up where I was. And as you can see, now you got one that's done, one side. The next thing you'll do is the other side. So I went ahead and done these two sides over here. I'm just finishing up the last one on the other side, the last screw. they're pretty much evenly spaced, and they're kind of right in the middle of that. And now you've got beehive stand. The idea is that you would put a cinder block under this side and this side. I'm going to use a cinder block under this corner, and then another cinder block here, and then another one here, and another one here, because this is 18 inches, and the cinder blocks are normally only 16, so I wanted to have 2 under for good support. When the beehives are going to weigh a couple hundred pounds, you want a really good support base. So once I've got the blocks underneath this, then what you would do is you take your beehive, and mine happened to be about 22 inches, and this is about 21, so it gives me a little bit of a gap so that I can grab some for the fingers, or you can grab on this side when you're putting it on there. This one's designed so that you can have 2 on here like this. We use a super here so you can see kind of what it would look like. And then you'll have your 2 hives. And then if you're going to, at winter time, you could slide them over next to each other. And then you could wrap them up during the winter time. The other thing you could do is, if you were to add these, instead of being 48 inches, you made them 50 inches, then you could put one of these all the way over here, and then one of these all the way here, and then while you were working in one of the beehives, you could technically take it apart, and you'd have enough room to set your boxes that you're not working on in the center. And then you would be able to, and you would have enough wood with 112-foot 2x4, you could do that. You might even be able to get 3 inches on there so you have a little bit more finger room. But then when you're done, you can put it here, back on top, and then you don't have to put them on the floor or something else. I just like using them like this, with the 2 hive bodies on there, like that. And that's how you build a hive stand for your beehives, for your bee yard.